Welcome to Where There's Wheels.
There's a play.
I'm Ian, your main capacity casual gamer.
I'm Stacey, I'm your non-gamer gamer.
And today we are here to do a two-player playthrough of Verdant from... third game from Flatout Games that they fulfilled with AEG. And yeah, let's get down to the table and get it in. All right, so in Verdant, you are trying to make the best house, basically. You are filling your house with rooms and with plants, and then you have some little tokens that you might put in and get some scoring at the end. The different room types, so your different plants have different verdancy requirements on them, and if you fulfill them, you get to get a pot to put them in, and then you only score this verdancy score if you actually pot them. The tokens, the green tokens allow you to get some extra verdancy and some things. The other ones will go in rooms. You can do some set collection with your room types and your plant types, and also these tokens. And we'll talk more about that as we get going. So to start the game, we put out 4 rooms, 4 plants, 4 tokens. We each get 1 room and 1 plant. Get to put them in whatever order we want. I've already put mine in where I want them. I have a pink room and a blue plant, which is not great, but I did have a matchup here with my sun requirement. So you can see there's different sun requirements on the sides. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes there's a lot of different ones. And so this one needed this sun requirement, so I was able to put a verdancy on this one.
And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to start with this.
Oh, that's good because it's got the verdancy. So I get one verdancy.
Verdancy is your points in this game.
And then we've got a card up to the side, over on the side, where you can store 1 item for later use, and also you can get up to 5 green thumbs. We both actually have the same amount of verdancy on our
cards.
On our cards.
That works.
So I'm not sure who goes first.
Oh, is that how you say who goes first?
Yeah, it's whoever has the highest verdancy, and we both have the same number of verdancy.
Oh. Well.
And the verdancy is your points.
So let's say this one's worth 7 point, or has 7 up here. So that means you need to have 7 verdants or 7 points in order to pot this plant.
So I just noticed, and we did when we played this earlier. I taught this to Stacey earlier, so we may need to go back and score. So it's a good thing we got points. This is your points. This is the verdancy you need to get those points. So this plant needs 7 verdancy in order to score 8 points on it, which makes sense because the points are on there. So we may have to go back and look at the actual points on everything. Yeah, because look, all the points are on here. So we played that. I taught Stacey earlier, and we kind of, I guess I didn't even see those numbers on there.
I did, but I thought that was 2-player versus multiple player points or something.
Yeah, no. So the verdancy is what you need in order to score it. So we have a good thing we took a picture of it. So, but we're gonna get going here. So we both have the same verdancy.
You usually go first.
Okay,
so
I'll go first.
Yeah.
All right. So
there's nothing to state on that one.
All right, I am looking here. So when I draft, very similar to Cascading, I'm going to take 2 things. You're going to take either the room and the tile or the plant and the tile, and then you put one of these green thumbs on the same thing on the room or the plant on the card in the same vertical row. You get 2 of these if I'm going first. So you start with 2 of those. So the first player doesn't get any green thumbs. Green thumbs kind of allow you to kind of break the rules a little bit. They allow you to wipe cards or tokens, or choose a token and a card that are not together, or add some verdancy. So the verdancy is what you need in order to score the tile. I guess that makes sense because all the scoring is that symbol. So, let's see here. So I've got a blue. There's no blue. There's no turquoise rooms. So I'm definitely going to take a plant because I want to get a plant next to this because the rooms score for every plant around it that's the same color. And if you can get a token in the middle of that same color, they get 2 points. So I've got a full sun here. It's early enough in the game where I think I might be able to take a risk with a high scoring one.
Ooh.
Because the better, although the quicker you get stuff planted, the better scoring pots you get as well. But we're gonna go with this, and hopefully I can get that. So this one has a sun. So I'm going to place a verdancy on there, and then I take this. I'm gonna save this for later because I don't have a room. I don't have to match up the room, but since it's early in the game, I'm going to try, especially since I know I've got a light blue here, so I'm hoping to get a light blue room at some point. So we're gonna put that there, put my token there. I flip a new plant and a new token. All right.
Alrighty. I am going to take this blue with this bag of fertilizer. And I'm going to set that down here. I matched those, so they'll come into play later. And since it matched, I get one verdant on here. Excuse me. And I'm gonna, let's see. With the bag of fertilizer, I can add up to 3 verdant to 1 plant. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I get 3 verdants. And now I just filled this verdant for this points. So I take these off of here. And I take the highest scoring one, and then you work your way down.
And then the terracotta pots over here are 0. Those are just, you just put them on there because it shows that you have got the verdancy. All right, so new card. Oops. New tile. Oh, and put a green thumb on that bottom room, on that orange room here. Yellow. Ooh. Oh, those are not. Oh, and your grid is going to end up being 3 tall by 5 wide. So you get to you kind of have a little bit of restriction like you might have in Calico. But you also have a little bit of openness like you do in Cascadia because you get to decide kind of where your borders are. So it's kind of got a little combination of both of those going on there. God, I do not like those rooms, but I do not have any green thumbs to wipe them. That is a lot of the same color room. So we are going to go with. Do I go with the room or do I go with that? I think I want to get that plant in there, and I'm gonna move this down because I'm gonna put this plant here. We're gonna make my 3. So this is it. Wow. I can't go any taller now. So the hand trowel, I can add 1 verdant to up to 3 plants. I have 3 plants, so I can actually add 1 to each of those plants. These ones get discarded. The other colored ones go on to rooms. So I'll just discard over on the side here. That gets a green thumb. So what happens is the green thumbs stay on there, and then whoever ends up taking that gets a green thumb.
Well, that's wow.
Yeah, those room colors are not. And when you wipe the cards, you can't wipe any cards that have green thumbs on them. So if Stacey were to wipe this, she would only get to change 1 of these cards out. So that wouldn't really be.
I'm gonna go with the cat and this.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And I'm going to Isha. Full sun.
Bottom.
Oh yeah, look at that. Now I've got my height.
Slide that up just so it's on a little bit. Okay. So neither of us can go any higher. So we are now set in this is the height, and we know we're going left and right on them.
And I put my dog on here.
So what this is going to do is now for every room or every plant next to Stacey's card here that is the same color. So this one is now going to score 2 points instead of 1 point because she has the same color on there. Nope, top.
Oh, I do that all the time.
And then put a green thumb on the bottom. Oh. That.
This is the lucky one right here.
Okay, hopefully.
Oh, fertilizer.
Well, this is what I was going for, so I'm actually very happy that Stacey got 2 green thumbs on there.
You stink.
No, because I want it right here. Well, I got 2 purple plants,
yeah.
and it actually gives verdancy to both of those. So we get verdancy on both those. I get this. So I'm going to put this up here just so I don't forget, because we do tend to forget that.
Yep.
And this allows me to put 3 on anything, and I'm still holding on to this, which I need a blue room. So we're gonna grab a 3 here. So these bigger ones are 3.
The darker green.
The darker green, bigger ones are 3, and we're gonna just go with that. Because if I put it here, yeah, it would fill this room, but I only need 4 there, and I've already got 2, so it would kind of waste one of those burdens. And I just got 1. So I already put that on there, and this has a solo mode just like Cascadian Calico where you can play beat your own score or you have some scenarios. I've played it solo several times, so those rooms just are not, although you do now have an orange flower, so those rooms are a little bit nicer for you.
Guess I'll go with this one since it's the right color.
And you can only have a maximum of 5 green thumbs. So this is a pretty quick playing game because you only have 13 turns. It is 13 rounds.
In the watering can, I can add 1 verdant to any of the plants adjacent to a single room.
So you might want to put that on the other side because don't forget your adjacency.
Oh, yeah. So I match my verdant, so I get 1.
Match your sunlight.
Or my sunlight, yeah. So I get this on there. And then I'm going to use my watering can already to add another one.
So you can add to both of these.
Oh.
Because this allows, so the watering can allows Stacey to add 1 to anything next to a single room. So next to this single room, she's got 3 plants, but that one's already potted, so she can add 1 to both of those. Oh, put your green thumb up. Another orange.
Who shuffled these?
I believe you shuffled those.
Oh, but look at that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that doesn't really do anything for me, though.
Oh.
You're like, good. Although there are some orange plants up there, and so I am going to... We are going to go with... we're going to go with this. You guys, just so I can put it right on there. And we're going to put it here, and that does give me my 7th verdancy on this. So I get one of these big scorned ones, and these all come off, and that plant is now worth 8 points. So I'll put my green thumb up there. Revenue token, pink. And, oops, wrong. Wrong pile.
You pulled a Stacey.
All right, there we go. Oh, we got some different color. And we got some nice tokens there.
Yeah.
When we played this earlier, we there's 45 total green tokens and 45 total of the other ones, and it seemed like all we got was the green ones, which helped us because we were getting lots of verdancy. But it definitely took a while to fill rooms. So one of the scoring things is having the more different animals and decor you have, the more points you get. So you don't have to put the same color
I don't want to
in a room. So take that off. You don't have to have the same color in the room. What that does is that just scores the plants next to it double. But if you feel like you want more of the different things, then that would actually help. Because if you get 8 different things, you could get actually 25 points.
Those rooms are terrible. Or as Charles Barkley would say, oh, it's terrible. 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 Those cards are making terrible choices.
Don't forget about your green thumbs too.
Oh yeah.
You can choose. So green thumbs do 3 things. You can either wipe the tiles, or 4 things. Replace any number of tokens, so you don't have to replace all of them. Replace any number of cards that do not have green thumbs on them. Draft any card in any token, so you can take any card with one of the, it doesn't have to match up, or you can add 1 verdant seed to a plant.
Use my 2 to replace this one and this one.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna do.
Well, that's what you get for trying to figure out what's in the what's in the mind of state. Oh,
No.
look.
I thought you were gonna take this and that so you could get.
Oh, I could do that. I forgot I could do that. I just learned this game a little while ago.
But that's the Cascadia thing with the acorns, you know, where you can do the, or the pine cones, where you can.
Doggone it. I don't have enough.
Nope.
But I can do. Can do.
And if you get all 5 different different plant types, you get 3 extra points. And if you get all 5 different room types, you get 3 extra points. So getting different rooms is not a really bad thing.
So there we go. So this. Oh, but wait, I don't need that one. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. Let's start our yellow section. So that matches. So I get 1 there. I just filled that one.
Ooh, so she gets the last. In a 2-player game, you have 3 of each of the special planters. So she just got her second one of the big scoring ones.
And I put my little birdie down.
Nice.
And that's my turn. Oops, I got
up and put your green thumb.
My green thumb. Nope. Oh, for crap's sakes. Somebody, I won't mention who.
Alright. Holy moly. Yeah. Well. Huh. Yeah. Alright then. Well, we're gonna take this so that I can put it on it. It does give me a second different animal. So that's, you know, get me some different things. And if I can get some yellows on, it's going to score double. But it does give me a verdancy on this one. So we'll just go with that. And it's got a thumb. And. Oh.
See what you did there.
That's that big for you. You got a couple different. Oh, but you got some good options there.
I only have 1 thumb up.
I don't think you need to use any.
No?
No. I think that. Yeah, I think you got some great options there.
need blue. So.
And if you take the blue, you get the fertilizer. I mean, you
Yeah.
could almost make that.
I need blue. So, can't put a room by a room. So, go up here next to the other blue. And that matches.
Yep, the side matches.
So
Yep.
I get this on there. And I'm going, let's see. Fertilizer adds up to 3 to 1 plant.
And I'm just going to put this up here for you while
Okay,
you're doing that.
I appreciate that because I don't ever remember. So I'm going to add 3 because I'm going to use my fertilizer to this plant. 1, 2, 3.
There are big ones for 3. Okay, new card and new top.
And you can't flip these cards.
You can't rotate them, you can't spin.
match.
Yeah, it's
They all have the arrows down here, which direction the card.
well.
Needs
This
to
just
go.
tells you score in all 4 directions.
Yeah, but that has to be at the bottom,
Right.
so you
Yep.
can't turn it to match the sun that
Yep.
you need. So that makes it a little bit
All
challenging
right,
as well.
so that actually is not horrible for me. I can get this off of here. I don't have it. Well, that's not bad either. But do I want? And you have to place everything orthogonally adjacent. So I couldn't put a room here before I put a plant here or here. It has to go room plant. So you can't like set up like oh, I'm gonna put a room here and here. Nope, it has to actually be touching something. Those green thumbs are really tempting. But they don't come with a token that is good for me. So we're going to use my green thumbs. We're going to wipe those out because those aren't very good for me. And looking at those orange. Yeah, because the yellow doesn't do it. Yeah, so we're just going to do that. Dark blue and oh, there's my decision.
Yeah.
We'll take that. Get 2 green thumbs back. Place that there. So that does have verdant, or that does have the adjacency sunlight on that and that. So it gets 2 to start. Then my trowel allows me to add 1 to up to 3 plants. So we're going to add 1 to that plant, 1 to that plant, and 1 to this plant. Which now, that gets discarded, which now this one has been completed. So I get a
Dang it.
plant. So that was a nice combo. Let me put a green thumb there. And another watering can and an orange plant.
Orange, huh? We need some different colors. I'm trying to get my colors. But I need orange with the blue. Oh, what is that? That's full sun. I need.
It's not going to have the sunlight requirement, unfortunately.
It's not. And I don't have enough thumbs. I think I'm gonna go with this one. No.
There you go.
Get that one, so I get 1 for matching my sunlight. And I got a little yellow kitty cat to put down.
Go. Green thumb.
Green thumb.
Token. And card. All right.
Not doing very well.
It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell like how good you're actually doing until later. That dark blue doesn't do anything for me. That wouldn't be bad actually. We're gonna take this.
Okay.
I think. Yes, we're gonna take that. Get that green thumb. Because I can pull this off my reserve here. I do get one here. And then the watering can, add one verdancy to any of the plants adjacent to a single room. That's not going to do anything for me right now because I've only got one adjacent to this room and one adjacent to that room. Although it would fill that, but there's two 2-point pots left, so I'm going to hold off and hope I can get at least another plant next to this that would allow me to use that for more than one verdancy. All right. Ooh, fertilizer. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I'll be darned. I need this. I guess. So that one fills my full sun and my half sun, so I get.
Well, that one's already potted though.
Doggone it. Well, so I get the one up
Yeah.
here. Keep forgetting about that potted one. And I got
Fertilizer.
So fertilizer, I can add up to 3 to 1 plant. I'm going to add 3 here.
Let's see. Green thumb, card, and token.
I like the feel of those.
Okay. So, why is that orange is not? I think we are going to hope I have enough rounds left to get 8 verdancy on this. So we're gonna take that with this. I'm going to, so I do get 1 verdancy on it. I'm going to now use my watering can to get a verdancy on that and that, so I can reserve that for later. I have my maximum 5 green thumbs. This is now filled, so I got another 2.1, so that's good. Since Stacey got 2 of the 3.1s. So that's discarded. And we're gonna hold off on doing anything with those. So that gets a green thumb. Get a new token. Fertilizer. Keep on giving her for. Oops, wrong pile. I guess it doesn't really matter if we see it or not, does it? It's going to come up either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so my grid now is 5 wide. So I can only place stuff in these spots. So I've now gotten my 5 wide. So I now have limited where I can go. Wow, you're not even 4 wide yet. Wow. You got lots of.
That doesn't match all the way. That matches the yellow one. I'm going to do that. Go here. Only match 1. So I get 1 there. But I've got a bag of fertilizer. Did
you use that one already?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I did.
I think so. On the 6.
I always use them as soon as I get them. Add up to 3. Oh, 3 to 1 plant.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll add 3 to this one, and that fills up that one.
That's smart because then you get that other 2-point.
Yeah.
Pot, and you're really close to getting the 1.1s.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not. All right. Green thumb, token, and card.
don't know where all the pinks are. Apparently, Ian took them all. You got 2 more than me.
You don't need pinks. Oh, just
You
for
do
your for your
combo for scoring a hand.
True. Don't forget you can wipe stuff. Okay. Oh boy.
With one little helper hand.
No, you gotta get some helper hands.
I know.
Ew. See, I'm really limited as what I can do, and this card is not scoring anything right now. I would need a yellow flower. But I do have 3 full, filled in circles here. So if I get something with a filled in circle, that is 3 verdancy on it right away. And I kind of like that. Is there one up there? There is. That will actually score me some points. There is. This one right here would actually make this score 4 points. I've got all these thumbs. Okay, so we are going to do... We're going to take this, first of all, because I get 3 verdancy on right away, because I've got 3 full closed ones, and that's one of these sunlight requirements. Then, the question is, do I take the trowel, or I think we're going to use 2 green thumbs, because I want to make sure I fill one of these, because it'll score 4 points. Then I took that card, so that gets a green thumb. That goes there, and a new plant. There you go, there's a purple plant. Which you need. And the trowel is actually great for you.
Yeah. I don't have any purple cards down, though.
I know, but remember, if you get all 5 colored plants, that's 3 points as well.
Oh.
Even if you don't have the purple cards, I still need dark blue. But if you want to get at least you then get the plant bonus, So like we said at the beginning, if you get all 5 plant types, you get 3 points, or all 5 room types, you get 3 points. So that would give you the 5th plant.
Yeah, but this one would give me... I could put it right here, and I could get 2 verdant on it for matching these 2. Plus, I could get the blue to put on there, plus 2 helper fingers.
The trowel covers or finishes both those plants. But there are 2 trowels out there, so one is probably going to be left. And that would give you some thumbs to play with.
Actually, if I put it here, I could still get... Oh, but that's planted already, so I don't get... Oh, I can't put it there because it's a plant. This is so hard.
There's a lot of decision space, and it's like, okay, where do I go? What do I do?
So I only get 1 for that. But I got my trowel, so my trowel says I can add up to 1 verdant up to 3 plants.
No, you got 3 plants now, so you get the full use of it.
That, I get that, and I get that. Discard that. This I've now got 6. So I get the 1 point. This I now have 7.
See, that was a good move because you got 2 of the 3 pots that scored. So, okay, so this gets another green thumb. Oh, that is.
Oh, I just potted that one.
Yep.
All right.
Tile.
Did you put a green thumb on there?
I did.
Okay.
And it's got a
pink.
And it's got and then a card. Oh. And I need a blue room, so we are going to take this. But I'm going to use 2 green thumbs because I'm going to take... Wait, let me make sure I don't have a lamp yet. I do not have a lamp yet. I get 3 green thumbs back. Okay. And let's see, that's potted. That's not potted. That's potted. That's not potted. So we're going to go down here. This does... It's not scoring anything right now other than it's a different color room. I now have all 5 room colors. And I have 5 different decors. But this also does give me that. So this gets a green thumb. Token goes here. And a new room.
Hurt. I don't think I'm ever going to get a pink. I'm kind of giving up on that idea. But I do need a blue token here. So, what can I go with over there? Guess I'll go with the blue. I guess I won't go with the blue. Alrighty then. Well.
Yeah, and those rooms don't help with your...
No.
Plants.
And that is only... But it's the wrong kind of sunlight.
No. It does give you that green thumb to... But you're not going to fill it. But we only have 4... You've got 4 turns left.
Yeah, it's a lot of...
Well, it does give you that second green thumb to maybe wipe the cards.
Yeah.
You know? Because the rooms aren't doing a whole lot for you.
No.
Other than... Because you have those colors.
Guess I'll go with the yellow room. So that I can get...
That orange one up there has the sunlight requirement for that, for this. So you would be able to put some verdant. So you get 2. There's 2 thumbs, and you get that blue that you need.
Good eye, good eye. Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, when we play, especially when we're doing playthroughs, we like to point stuff out because it not only helps each other, but it helps people watching. So I mean, we play for fun
and I need a lot of help. Generally speaking, as a non-gamer gamer.
Put your verdancy on it because it does have the sunlight requirement.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Ooh,
don't need that.
Pink.
All right, let's see here. I am going to... plants like I got 1, 2, 3 plants that don't have stuff on them, so that trowel would not be horrible. So we're gonna do this. We are going to... We're gonna do 2 of those to put a verdancy on here. Then I'm gonna take this orange, so I get 2 back. We're going to place it there. I can now take this out of reserve. So that works. And I get this trowel. This trowel allows me to put 1 verdancy on 3 different plants. I do have 3 plants that need verdancy. This now has 7 on it. 2, 4, 6, 7. So I get that last 1 point pot at least. Okay. I think that was a good turn. And I got some... Oh, you're like, I don't care what a... Oh, wow. And it's got the sun requirement for both of those cards.
Even gonna
that was the... Oh, I did not put a green thumb up here. Look at that. It has the sun requirement for both cards. It's the perfect colors. It's the last color she needed. And she got the token that goes on it.
He's a sleepy calico.
Wow. That was... That could not have been any better. That could not have been any better for you. That was exactly what you needed. Okay. So that goes up there now. And then new card. And so I'm down to one plant and one room is what I need. Stacey needs 2 rooms. So Stacey's only going for rooms because we have 2 spots left. So I need a plant. Or a that room does not look too bad. Oh, and it does have the requirement I need. Okay, so that yellow token doesn't do any good. So I'm going to use 2 green thumbs. I'm going to take this, get a green thumb back, and I'm going to take watering can because that does me more good than the green or than the yellow. So I'm going to put a green thumb up here. So this gets a verdancy. And then let's see. Oops, that one's up. And then that gets a verdancy. Okay. And then we'll do that. That got discarded. And then that's the end of my turn. So I put the green thumb up there, new card, and a new token. Okay.
I need a room.
We do.
With
a view.
Full sun at the bottom.
Ow. I didn't even get that was a very delayed giggle.
So I'm going with this.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to use my can. Add 1 to any of the plants adjacent to a single room.
So adjacent to that room would be both of those plants.
Oh, look at that. Can I add 1? Oh, got it.
Okay, so put the green thumb up there.
Okay.
So there's lots of green thumbs up there that I can possibly get and use, which is good for me. Because I need a plant. Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, and this is the last. Oh, and I don't have this color. Oh, but I don't have all 5. I don't have a yellow. But I'm going to take this because it is a blue. Okay, it has only 1 requirement, but 2 of the rooms next to it have that requirement. So I get 2 verdancy on it. I get this watering can. I'm going to put 2 to put a 6th one there. And then I'm going to use my watering can, obviously right away, to put 1 verdancy on 3 different rooms.
My goodness, I'm getting.
And then I'm going to use 2 more thumbs to make sure I fill this room over here. So that's got 8 now. So that one gets a pot. This pot isn't any points, but it does give me the 8 points for the plant. Then let's see, that I use, and then this. So you do get 1 point for every 2 verdancy you have left. I've got 2, 4. Oh, I've got an even number right now. These aren't going to do me any good. So we are going to. Wow, and I got lots of empty rooms. Holy moly. We're just going to throw a verdancy on there just because. Oh, that fills it. Oh, that fills it. I just. Oh.
I'm getting my butt kicked.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. There we go. That was my last turn. Oops.
Come on. Something I could use. Come on. Something I can use. Oh, I can use that.
But you need a room.
I do need a room, and I could use a yellow room.
You got the thumbs, you could get the yellow thing so it scores 2 points instead of 1. I think that's your best bet is to use your thumbs to. You can't fill either of those.
Yeah.
So I think that's your best bet is to use your thumbs to get a yellow room with the. And you have a fish, so it's something you don't have. So that gives you another unique.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to turn in 2 thumbs So that I can take a yellow.
And those are both potted, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
matter. With the fishy.
All right.
And that fills my house.
All right. So, plants. And this is where we scored wrong last time. The value of the plants that are potted. So, and it's only the value of your completed plants. So, 2, 4, 12, 20, 28, 32.
I think I have 33.
So we got 7, 12, 16, 19, 22. Those ones aren't completed.
Oh, shaka.
22. 22.
I forgot about that.
Okay. So 1 point for every 2 verdant seed that are left. So I get 2 points.
7.
3 points.
3?
1 point for every 2.
Oh. 3 points.
Okay. Pots. Pots.
And
okay. Bonus for matching plants. Okay, so this room gets 1 point. This room gets 2 points. That's 3. This room gets 4 points. So that's 7. This room gets 2. That's 9. This room gets 2. That's 11. This room gets 4. That's 15. This room gets 4. That's 19.
oh my. I'm stinking at this.
So
this room gets
2.
2. This room gets
4.
4.
For 6.
This room gets
1 for 7.
7. This room gets
1 for 8.
8.
2 for 10. 2 for 12. 2 for 14. 2 for 16. Okay, number of different items in your house. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
You got 2 cats.
But they're different colors.
There's still a cat. It's not the color. There's only 1 of each color. So you got 5 different items. The cat's the cat. A cat's a cat. So you got 5.
I wouldn't have gotten that
Cat's a cat. Room colors. Or no, plants. Sorry, plant types. Do you have all 5? 1, 2.
2, 3,
I don't.
4, 5.
Okay, so you get 3 points. And room colors. I think I got it at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to just type this in here because I don't have my iPad over here.
Oh, I lost.
So we are going to, let's see, 10 plus 2 plus 9 plus 19 plus 16 plus 3 is 81. Which I think is what we think you got last time, but we've goofed up last time. 22 plus 3 plus 10 plus 16 plus 12 plus 3 plus 3, 69. 81 to 69.
It's called a good old-fashioned butt whooping. I did
All
much
right.
better the last game when I was learning.
All right, there you have it, guys. There is Verdant by AEG and Flatout Games. Yeah, so this one, like I said, is in the line of the Calico Cascadia games. Has a lot of very similar mechanisms up here, but you got 2 rows of cards where you're taking one and not the other one, and you're taking the middle, which I kind of like. Building this out, you're either going to end up with 8 rooms and 7 plants, or 7 rooms and 8 plants, depending on how you. We both ended up with 3-2-3 with rooms. So we both end up with 8 rooms. But had we built over here, it would have given us another plant, which can help you score a little more sometimes. So there's a lot of different ways to score in this game. I really like this one. I've played this one solo a handful of times. Yeah, so I think this one's a pretty cozy game, like their other ones. But yeah, I really like this one.
This one as well. It's 8 o'clock at night right now, so this is a little too thinky for me for this late in the evening. This is more of a mid-afternoon game for me.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do like this game. I think if I wasn't tired, I had to work today. So, I'm a little exhausted. Oof, from working so hard today. No, but I do like this game.
We tend to like some sort of open drafting games, and this whole kind of like putting things in to score. We just AEG Flatout. This line of games really works for us. We both like Cascaded, Calico, Fit to Print. We have Nocturne in the closet, which we have to learn. I'm expecting we're going to like it. I think it's got a little bit more to it. This one, I don't know. This one feels cozy for some reason. I think maybe it's because it's plants and rooms and the backgrounds of the rooms are kind. I don't know. This one feels kind of cozy to me.
Plants in general are just cozy.
Yeah,
you can't be in a bad mood with a house full of plants.
But there you have it, everyone. Yeah. There is Verdant by AEG and Flatout Games. Once again, this has been Where There's Wills.
There's a play.
I'm Ian.
I'm Stacey.
And we'll see you next time.
At the table.